Hey there, gang. Welcome back to the Tavern. We're excited to be back at the table with you all this evening. But before we get into all that, we've got a short bit of announcements and channel updates for you. First, channel updates. Hey, we're just 25 subs away from 100. That's freaking huge. And we're so excited to hit those triple digits. And to commemorate that milestone, we'll be holding a special level 21 shot based on the infamous Australian Emu War. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, share it with your friends, spread the word, and hey, thanks for watching week after week. We could not do this without you. And I mean that. Speaking of content, hey, content, it's awesome. We've got tons of it for you. As always, the HeckRazors will continue their journey. But keep your eyes peeled. We've got Spellbound launching soon. A more flippant campaign setting than Abhaile, featuring amazing locales like the Rule 30 Forest, and populated with wacky and wild threats from the deep, dark reaches of Pixel's imagination. And if you've come to love Abhaile, fear not. We're also looking out for you and cooking something up awesome. We're currently shooting a prequel miniseries right now, set in the distant past, so keep your eyes peeled for The Shadows of Eloria, coming very soon. And hey, speaking of HeckRazors, check out our new art for Jet, our crotchety old kobold rogue. If you dig this or any of our other art, check out Tommy Thornberry. You can find his info linked in the description below, as well as a link to our merch store. You begin in a gift shop, where you can check out HeckRazors shirts, hoodies, stickers, and more. We're constantly adding new pieces, so check it out today. Finally, let's talk about Patreon. We're doing it. We've kind of been quietly doing it for the last month or so, and it's time to talk about it out loud. If you'd like to support us directly, Patreon's not a bad way to do it. In exchange for your support, we've got behind-the-scenes bloopers and goofs from our pregame and our break time edits, as well as art, stat blocks, maps, and other assets to help you run your own games. And we're adding more to Patreon as we grow. So if you'd like to support us, check out our Patreon, linked in the description below. And if you're only able to support us by watching, we are 100% cool with that as well. Alright, that's all of the updates and news that we have for you this evening, I think. So, one last thing. Real quick. Hey, go check out Impassable Creations. They're makers of beautiful, soft, floofy dice bags, awesome initiative trackers, stickers, and other cool things to keep your games comfy and cozy. They're a super awesome company, and they've helped us out a ton. And hey, if you see something that you like, why not use code YBIT24 at checkout for 10% off your order? It'd be dope. But now, I believe it's time to dive in once more to the legends of Abhaile. We'll kind of just, we'll hop back into it if you guys are all ready. Mr. Vargo's just going to be hanging out at the, I figure as day is breaking, Vargo recognizes that he is a blue-skinned elf that is pretty recognizable, so he's going to just kind of hang tight. You know, we still have some other recognizability problems,
as
like...
opposed to the giant bronze dragon.
Yeah, we're just not going to worry about that.
Who'd have thought being small would actually pay off one day?
I think Vargo can stay in the cottage all day and not have a problem. Scylla's gonna get bored about 13 minutes in and cause a scene.
Right. When you say Vargo ankle, he's out of commission for the day. He rolled his ankle.
He rolled his ankle.
Yeah, and he was out late last night.
He
doing a little
shoots cross.
scouting.
How would he fucking roll his ankle?
Yeah.
Especially with the dexterity that he's got. Holy cow.
Yeah, it doesn't. Alright, sure.
Every now and then you get a bad roll.
You do.
Yeah,
Oh my
yes.
god, you do. We'll say for the sake of brevity that Jet and Vargo completed your all's reconnaissance mission last night. Got some.
I assume you got a long rest. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, we'll get there here in a second. But yeah, you guys can definitely all take a long rest. As you guys made it back to your cottage on the outskirts, Jet, you guys filled everybody in on what you'd seen. Which, most importantly, was that Maya seems to be working with at least 2 other people. One of them appeared to be an islander, and one of them Vargo thought might have been a member of what he called the Austrian Commission, which is kind of Amazon.com or something like that. Just ultra capitalism in, private industry form.
Here's a question for you, Mr. DM.
What's up?
If they're as big of an industry as you said, would they have had to get rid of some unsavory competition every now and again?
Well, they haven't. So that's the
Out of curiosity.
the kicker is they haven't been able to really find competition outside of Austria because they're with the founding of this town here in the last 2 weeks is the furthest expansion that Austria has made so far. So they haven't really got a chance to really
Okay, so
mingle with a lot of. They've made a pretty sizable presence in town here, most likely because that's kind of Austria's mechanism for how they will set up a town. Basically, they get boots on the ground, and they teleport in resources, being people, building materials, and whatnot, and they just dump all that stuff there and leave a skeleton crew to start building stuff, and then they add it to their naval charts and kind of go on from there.
I'm just making sure I wasn't ever contracted to,
Oh no, this is on the opposite side of the world to you. This
Okay,
is,
cool. Just
Yeah.
making sure.
yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm fine. Good. This is good.
Yeah, but yeah,
I'm
you guys make it to bed and get a long rest in, and then with the morning light of dawn comes the gentle sound of waves against the beach that kind of lull you from your slumber at your own pace. It's relaxing. There's a chill, not a chill, but a calm breeze coming out of the south across the island, just enough to rustle the palm trees out front of the cottage. And it looks like it's a clear day, but Jet's cottage has kind of got a little porch action going on that keeps much of the direct light out. So, but yeah, you guys come to wake up in your own time, and in the cottage of Jet on the outskirts of town.
I'll wake up a bit earlier so I can make everybody breakfast.
Oh, cool.
I'll get up early to help him.
All right. So let's say, Jet, roll me a survival check with advantage with Corvin's help.
Sure. If I click the thing on D&D Beyond, will it do it in the?
Almost certainly. If you've got that extension for Roll20, it works the same.
Okay. I'll type it.
You
So
should
did
be
we
able.
get the long rest?
Yeah, you get your long rest in.
All right, cool.
Question.
Yeah, what's up?
Can
21.
somebody even fit in this cabin?
Yeah.
It's not like me sized. It was.
Yeah. The map.
It was originally made for bigger people.
The map is it's a full sized
Gotcha.
like a 2-bedroom. It's cramped. Having 5 of you guys, 6 of you guys, 7 of you guys in there with Tila, it's cramped. It's not a necessarily the most comfortable thing in the world, but it's a decent. The thing with the map is that it's not exactly to scale to you guys. It's just about as close as I could get it. So it's just more for a reference than anything else. But,
Gotcha.
But and just to give you guys a vibe check for the area, is what I kind of intend for this place to be is kind of like a little bit of a classic D&D quest hub that's just a little bit hostile territory. For that added little bit of tension, but there's people sympathetic to your cause to be found here in town, and they might have some things that they need some help with as well, and in turn can get you guys closer to your goals. Kind of the idea.
Foundry's kind of taking a dump right now, but I rolled a 21.
Oh, it could be because I had it paused. Yeah. 21's totally fine, though. What are we having for breakfast, Jet?
Well, I'm thinking some eggs, some nice smoked bacon.
Ooh, yeah.
Making some, as a purveyor of breakfast, a lover of breakfast myself.
Oh.
I take it very seriously.
As you
Are
just
you
a
making
big-
bacon pancakes?
Not quite pancakes, but like, sort of like,
Dragon cakes.
yeah, sure, because I'm a kobold, why not? Fuck it. I call them my famous dragon cakes.
Heck yeah.
It was the dumbest thing I could ever think of. So
They're also they're a tiny bit spicy, so.
I dig that. I like having spicy in the morning.
clear cache and cookies.
I don't ever recommend
But I
that.
love my cash and cookies.
The problem is you clear your cache and cookies and it signs you out of everything you own.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I made that mistake
sometimes
once.
that's good. It can really bog down your stuff.
It can
No, and I know,
Oh,
but I
yeah.
can't be bothered to remember passwords or usernames.
Oh,
Let's
I'm
use
lazy.
Google Password Pro for whatever it's called.
I use a password manager, but it's still not perfect.
Yeah. I use Apple. It's probably horribly comfortable. But...
yeah.
Yeah, there was this whole thing where like all the celebrities' nudes got leaked. Yeah.
Well, good thing I'm not a celebrity.
Right.
Oh, if it makes you feel any better, yours also got leaked. Just nobody cared.
Nobody gave a fuck. The entire internet seen my cock and balls, but nobody.
Yeah, there's like three
Totally not
FBI.
us.
There's 3 FBI agents in this Discord call with us.
Yeah.
At least.
And one of them is.
If that is the
and Jake is
case,
a double agent.
if that is the case, Bill, Frank, and Jim, I'm guessing, you want to make a character sheet?
Yeah.
Join us.
Oh.
So yeah. Sorry, trying to keep us a little bit on track, but
Yeah, no, sorry, that was my.
no, you're good, man.
my,
It's just gonna be one of
I
those
mean-
games, and I'm here for it. Honestly, I like
That-
this.
Why is everything okay?
Every now and then it's what you need.
It really is, and
I've
you know.
been
gotta
working 11 hours for the last 3 days, and my brain is fried, and I have the next 2 days off, and it's gonna be
Like an egg that we just made.
Yeah.
yeah, for breakfast.
For breakfast.
That's humor,
Yay.
guys. That's humor. We did it. High five, everybody. We can go home now. Although I'm already home.
Breakfast
So.
is my favorite meal. I love it so much.
Me.
I love it too. Why doesn't Jake tell us about what happens as we're
What
eating?
did-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What happens?
So yeah, as you guys are all kind of gathering around and grabbing some food and finding a place to sit, it's a pretty chill
I have
day.
a specific.
Jet's
I'm
got
gonna
his.
pull a big bag. I'm gonna pull a big bag and just say that like someone's sitting in like an old easy chair, and I'm like, that's where I sit. That's where I sit. Get the fuck out.
Scylla gets up out of the chair.
Uh-huh. There's like a knife behind just like just waiting for them to leave the spot, and then just he sinks down into it.
Tila's like, he's actually only sat in that chair 3 times in the entire time that I've known him, so I don't know.
Correction. This makes 4. Young
You're in
lady.
my spot.
It's
Big.
probably before 7 a.m. and she takes a big old pull of wine off of her flask.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys are kind of sitting there eating and kind of talking it out, kind of rehashing what you guys had discovered last night, especially about the so just like the leads that we have that we know of for sure is that there is an islander that was working. I think she called him. One second, I get my notes here. I believe she called him Afi. I just want to make sure I got that right. Afa was the islander that was meeting with Maya, and the other one was a female elf that nobody was really sure who she was. And they had headed towards the docks, which Tila had mentioned that they'd been digging there. So I'm not sure if the docks, and I'll bring the camera over here, are, kind of a sketchy location in town. At the very least, it's all the way across town. Kind of with like a direct avenue right up to Maya's estate. But yeah, as you guys are eating breakfast, there's the sounds from Tagor you can hear already. Hammers on nails and sawing and people carrying on and talking.
The city waking up.
100%. It is coming to life.
Oh,
And just if you guys are looking at the actual map and not the cottage, just to kind of give you guys like a little reminder of kind of like the scene. So we had over here, these are like kind of hastily constructed like workers housing type of thing, where the high occupancy type of deal, where high density, that's the word I'm trying to look for, where there's probably 30 people living in a cluster here, and then as you kind of move away, there's a tavern, an inn down here by the water, and some other smaller single family homes over here, as well as some businesses that have taken to opening. There's a forge that you guys saw for sure, and several other shop fronts and small things. And then as you move further, which direction was that? Further east, there's some more finely constructed homes that have sprung up quite quickly. Haven't had a good chance to get a good look at them, but Vargo felt like they might have been like conjured or transmuted magically, for how they've kind of there's a little bit better quality to the buildings over on that side of town.
So we're talking like Ledoux versus St. Charles.
I don't know what that means.
That's right. You're not from out this way.
Yeah.
wow.
And then up to the north of the wall, they have kind of a lot more hastily constructed. Like, this is like in the realm of like Jet Shack. Real simple, real quickly thrown together outside the walls, as they're like, they look like they're mostly again, workers, laborers, woodcutters especially. In Shalla, when you guys came in, you noticed especially that a good deal of the palms to the south of town have been kind of cut back. Looks like they're planning to expand even more than where they're currently at.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And especially like there's a tremendous amount of work that's been done here. There's a lot of earth that's been moved and pushed up all the way out to the beach, basically, because this was all beach all around this island pretty much. And then the original town that you guys had landed in when you first came to the island was kind of up here in this area. And that's kind of like what some of these workers' housings are, is basically the bones of that old settlement kind of repurposed, as the original inhabitants has either moved on or found a new life here, embracing the industry and whatnot that's found the island. So we are, we're right around 8 o'clock in the morning-ish. Sun's up. It's pretty comfortable out. Anybody have any ideas for kind of directions they want to be moving in towards today? It might be a little awkward trying to get our footing in here, but we'll kind of work through it.
Okay. So our goal is to confront Maya, right? What happened and those other weirdos that I and Margaret saw. Do we have a real plan for what we're gonna do if she finds us? Is she gonna immediately fight us on sight? Like, what's the deal with that?
I've got an axe.
I was hoping to solve this, without having to use an axe. But I mean, I guess it comes down to it.
I mean, that's what I'm good at.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to solve it without using an axe as well, but at our last meeting, I don't know if it'll go that way.
Shalla,
What happened at the last?
Shalla, real quick, roll me a history check, and then you can go ahead and answer chat. Sorry.
Nah, it's fine.
Ooh, 10. Okay. With a 10, I'd say that something immediate in Shalla's mind is the conversation that you guys had back in Anstria a couple days ago. This is a tense situation to the point where the Anstrian ship that was anchored offshore pretty much changed their plans and departed with the Borealan ship at the same time. Kind of like, so the government of Anstria is aware that there's some bad stuff going on here. They're not able to, they don't want to do anything overtly, because if they do something overtly, that could lead to a big political nightmare between three countries, essentially. So
I imagine would spark some super war.
Right.
They don't want to deal with.
And that kind of brings it into what would happen if we were to... You've known her a long time, Shalla. Make me an insight check with advantage. Ooh, very good. Very good. Yeah, with a natural 20 for a 27. That's freaking dope.
Yeah.
Maya pulled this over your eyes like crazy. She'd never even once indicated, like she never indicated anything about her plans. She never tried to get you on board with her plans. There was never any indication that anything was going on. So you're not sure if that means that she's kind of just improvising here, or if, or what the case is, but she probably wouldn't risk everything that she's working towards, even if you're going off of like with a 10, we don't remember much, but we're probably, I'm trying to think of how I want to explain this with a 10 history but a 27 insight.
Right.
She probably, she's definitely got support here. We've seen some guards posted around her estate. We've seen, we know that Nalani Rowe is somewhere on the island, presumably. We haven't seen her in town, but she's got allies for sure. But she probably wouldn't risk getting into a brawl in the middle of the street. At least not right now. There's too much to lose, if that makes sense. Because she can't. Because this is the reason why you guys are only kind of wanted, also.
They don't want to cause a scene.
Correct, because if they cause a scene, it's going to get back to people. There's gonna be an Austrian that sees Vargo get taken into custody. They're gonna know who he is. They're gonna say something to somebody. Somebody's gonna say something to somebody else, and then it's just gonna go higher and higher and higher until suddenly a boat has to turn around and come back here and deal with stuff.
Gosh.
I mean, what? So, like I said before, what happened at your last meeting, Shalla?
She attacked us.
Oh, like she attacked to kill?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna need like as much details as if I want to be as helpful as possible, guys. But I need exact.
I'm just afraid there's no going back for her, is what I worry about.
Well, Shalla, I mean this in the nicest way possible. She shot to kill.
She shells. She shells.
Most of your life. Decided that you were a problem that needed to be solved.
I don't know.
Creating a new problem for you.
I don't think we can just walk that back.
I that's what I'm afraid of. I don't think we can either. I think she's. I'm worried she's too far gone.
I've got an axe.
How?
Thank you very much, Scylla, for that offer.
About how even was the conflict?
How even was it? Did
Yeah.
we get pretty beat up? It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, but it's not also. It's also kind of not been a minute. So.
It's been a minute in real life. It hasn't been a minute in a game.
I kind of remember.
Yeah, she threw down and dipped immediately and left Nolani to clean up the mess. Yeah, she. If you guys remember correctly, she actually teleported away.
So what's
That's
the stuff?
right, that other chick. But that other chick, she, what do you call her, Milani?
Nolani, yeah.
Milani.
Sorry, I'll type
She
it.
was coming at us pretty hard, wasn't she?
Did you guys win, or did you guys have to run?
She jumped
She ran.
into the hole,
Yeah, that's what she said.
didn't she?
She jumped in that direction. We didn't see where she landed.
Oh.
But when you and Fargo went down to investigate, you didn't see any sign of her either. So it's hard to tell whether it was a tactical retreat or if you guys had her on the back foot. It's really kind of hard to say. I will say that I think with that 27 insight carrying over, I think it's clear to all of you that she wasn't trying to just be a distraction. I think she was trying to get the jump on you, but she was not prepared for as much resistance as she received.
Okay.
And since you guys have fought, you've gotten a lot stronger, right?
A little bit.
One level.
Okay.
She's just 300 feet into the forest killing boars right now actively.
There's one unsavory idea that we could try. Something I used to employ back in the day.
Getting drunk, Tila says.
Quiet. No more pancakes for you. You keep talking like that.
No more wine for you. Are you going to go buy it?
I can find my own. Regardless. Is there anybody that's particular? Is there anybody we know that's particularly essential to Maya's plans? That the cornerstone, so to speak.
Roll me a history check, Chet.
With my somewhat sizable cobalt brain.
Hey, bigger than average, right?
I have a +4 intelligence. I'd like to
Not
think
how
that
big it is how you use it.
And apparently I used it to get a 19
Hey,
history.
that's not bad. So, aside from the Butcher of the North Groves that you guys haven't seen in town here, she at least is associating with the people that are running the docks. She's got a group of guards that are they're islanders. They're islanders. Shalla hasn't got a look at them yet, so I don't know that she would recognize any of them. But islanders that are armed a little bit better than your average islander is, that seem to be only guarding her estate. There's really no actual town guard presence, really, because why would you need one, right? It'd be hard to sell, like militarizing an entire peaceful island nation, right? But
I'm more asking if there's
but
if there's anybody particularly important. That actually, that's probably not information I have access to.
I don't know that it's information anybody would have access to. Tila will pipe up though and say, so some of her, I don't know, henchmen. That's basically what they are. Some of her henchmen will drink at the Undertow on occasion. I don't know where she found them at. They're not from this part of the. I've never seen them before. But
Well,
they're known to drink at the Undertow and get pretty rowdy. I haven't seen her talking to anyone else though. Like I said, she won't even meet my eyes. She avoids me like the plague.
oh boy. Okay. Well, I was gonna say hostages as a good plan, but new plan. With this information Tila's given us. I say we go to the bar and have a conversation with those fellas. A nice, friendly one.
I like that.
And if they don't give us everything that we want to know, well,
We get less friendly.
I was gonna say, I know a lot of, how shall we say, let's call them interrogation tactics instead of the,
I've got an axe.
Hey! I snapped my finger and pointed him. You might need that. Or her. Am I speaking to?
Scylla's a female, yeah.
Okay. I snap my finger and be like, yeah, we may need that.
Heck yeah.
Big smile.
But, yeah, okay. So,
Yeah. On the bright side, Tavern, pretty easy place to sneak to, honestly.
alright. The idea is to try and get these guys, like, wasted.
Oh, I mean, that's...
Because even if they don't give us what we want, and they fuck off and leave, we can track them back to where they live, and they'll be so rat-assed out of their minds that they won't be able to really fight back all that well.
Matt, this sounds like a guy we once left sitting on a bed in a burning building.
Is that like... I'm hoping you're not talking about in real life, right?
That is for the listeners to decide.
Regardless.
Will
I
Corvin
think
be
this is
arrested
our
for
best
murder?
move, I
Tune in next time.
I think this is our best move at present time. I mean, those guys don't look familiar. I mean, they're probably working with more people, probably more important people, so we work our way up the chain.
I'm down.
I mean, I'm always down for a drink, Tila says. It's really quite ingenious what your people have done here. They come in with good alcohol and convert our people almost immediately. So Tila looks you guys over and she's like, okay. So they all know what you look like, right?
Not I, as far as I know.
Hey,
Well, I'm not talking about specifically the guards. I'm talking about Maya clearly knows what you look like.
That is very true.
She kind
well,
of
let's pray to...
she holds her hand out and she a bunch of little vines sprout from a handful of seeds that she's got in her palm, and they grow and twist and almost bonsai out into a figurine that's very reminiscent of Scylla. She's like, I'm sure they can do better illusions than this, but this is how easy it is to spread, information.
Well,
I'll pull my hood up.
I mean, believe it or not, that might actually work just well enough.
yeah.
It's a tenuous situation, but it's not a bad one yet.
I'm going great Thor from Thor, Love, and Thunder, wrapping a scarf around my face and holding up. Well, but you see, they can't tell it's me because my face is.
No, but the moment you start talking, they're gonna be like, "That's Corvin right there."
Yeah. Okay.
All
So
right.
the plan.
Your intellect shines through, sir.
Yeah. So
Come on, Georgie.
the plan is to go to this tavern, find these guys, interrogate them for information, and, well, find a way to keep them quiet, so to speak. That we know
Pretty
what to
much.
do. All right. I got some planning to do. I'll be right back. And by right back, I mean my dog.
Not a bad shake. Real quick, does anybody actually have any type of disguise or illusion magic?
I can pull my hood up.
Yeah.
Shalla,
Well, I mean, I can.
Shalla's got that robe, right? We never have really done anything with that yet, have we?
Shalla can turn into a spider.
Well, she could, yeah, she
Yeah, I
absolutely
mean-
can. I was gonna say though,
Fair.
Shalla does have a robe though that it doesn't do anything for her besides not look like an island garb.
I have silvery barbs, which I can use whenever people try to recognize me. That's about as best I got.
And I think Vargo can only do himself. Just looking
Will
here.
prestidigitation work? Can I use that to change someone's face?
Uh,
Just for the
No, not really. You could kind of add things to, like, you could put like a sigil on a piece of armor or something with prestidig, but
You do like makeup.
Can I put a tattoo on a face that might make it look a little off? And have it look like may have someone look a little bit different. Perhaps a scar.
you could probably do like a henna situation. Like, I would say not a scar. Scar is getting too much into like anatomical, but
Okay.
I feel like you could probably pull off like a henna tattoo type of thing with prestidigitation. I don't see why not.
Shalla, do different tribes on the island
I'm back. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Ignore me.
do different tribes on the island have different markings, different tattoos that indicate where they're from?
Some people might have like a common motif,
Okay.
like a family
Any-
crest sort of situation, but
Any on the face?
it's people get tattoos wherever they like.
Yeah, you've seen some
Here's what I'm
islanders on
saying.
occasion. Tila's got a tattoo on her face, a little bit on her cheek.
Here's what I'm thinking. Let me use prestidigitation to put an islander sigil from the exact opposite place. Just somewhere, from the opposite side of the island. So anyone looking by, they're not going to look at my eyes. They're going to see the tattoo on my face, recognize the sigil from being way away, and hopefully not look too much further. You know what I mean? Kind of
You
hiding.
could put any tattoo on your face, and
I'm saying if we can incorporate it to far traveling, people aren't going to really look at us as much as they would looking for us
do you
for.
know anyone's sigils from over there?
What?
Because
That's why I'm
it's-
asking you, darling.
well,
Shalla, roll me a history
it's
check.
not really like that.
Yeah, I feel you, but roll me a history check anyways. Also, Tila's gonna look at you, Corvin, and she's gonna be like, they're gonna know you're not from the island. Like 100% they're gonna know. You are.
Are there you guys don't have slaves. Hey, I'm just trying to think outside of the freaking box.
No, I hear you,
Definitely
but
not.
you are you are a fair-skinned
just,
human from the east. You know, You're-
For those of us who
Well, I
artists
was
who-
going to go in as myself. Straight
Yeah.
up. I wasn't going to try to hide who I was. Why? Because I am a diplomat. The son of a great ruler. Yeah, the son of a great ruler. So I can go in as myself, use my diplomatic negotiation,
can you?
see
Yeah.
what it is.
Well, can I offer a helpful suggestion as to why that's probably not going to work out?
I'll just stay here. It's cool. You guys go have fun.
Look, man. If you start flashing, look, I've worked in. I've been around. I've seen a lot. If you start flashing your title at people, they're gonna take you out back, and well, it's not gonna end well.
I can fly away.
That's not the point.
I'm trying to draw attention away from you guys. If
Look.
they pay more attention to me, they'll pay less attention to you two.
Well, here's my angle that I'm going with. If we can't get the information out of them, we don't want to make a scene. We leave the bar, we tail them to where they live, and then interrogate them there.
Done.
If everything goes well, we leave like nothing happened.
Done.
The worst idea I've ever
No
heard.
flying away, no none of that. Just
Because I mean,
good
it's
old
a
fashioned.
it's a clear day outside. They're gonna watch you fly all the way to where you go.
I was
Let's
I
fly
didn't
up
want to be.
north.
I didn't want to be that guy, but
I know how to not leave a trail.
in the sky.
I would easily fly. Anyways,
We're getting off topic.
Well,
Regardless.
I mean, it's good to have
what-
a backup plan. It's not a bad idea. It's just,
Tila, what time do these guys usually frequent the bar?
well, they run shifts round the clock, so they're. She looks out the window, like cranes herself all the way out, and looks up to the sky. I don't know. Around midday, they definitely will be around.
It's gonna make things hard. If they went at night, it'd be a bit.
Well, they do. They go at night as well. It's
We should
I
wait
kind
until.
of want to go in. I want to go sneak in and check out these shops and see what information I can overhear with people talking in public. Just
We should
talking
wait to-
about it.
We should wait to go interrogate them at night.
Agreed.
Because
yeah.
everyone will be asleep, and for the most part, if we follow them back to where they are, there's a good chance
It'll be
a lot of
quieter,
people are.
less people. We can hide ourselves better.
Yeah.
Yeah, thankfully it is much quieter here at night, so it should be at least a little bit easier on that front. There's also, well, I don't know. It can be, I will say, it can be quite busy around dinner time. They're pretty much the only place in town that cooks a hot meal. So,
To be honest, it doesn't really matter how many people are there when we're talking to them. If it just matters, the streets actually might be even better. 'Cause the streets will be basically empty.
correct, yes.
All right.
And,
I'll go get my toolkit.
okay, do you... I can't, let me look at something real quick. I'm gonna see if Tila's got anything. I don't know if she does.
I'm gonna. I have a cellar in this house, right?
Probably not. It's on the beach. It'd be hard to have a,
Okay. I'll assume that. I'll just go to like an area like around the backside of the house and grab a shovel and start digging.
Hell yeah, Jet. Hell yeah. Let me-
Hey, can I get a hand with this? It's kind of hard work.
Yeah, I'll join him.
All right, thanks.
I don't know why he has to.
I got an axe.
I don't know why he has to bury
Well-
everything.
Yeah, I'm actually not going to say anything. I'm going to just hand a shovel off to whoever's helping. Who's helping me right now? Sorry, I'm trying to remember character names.
Scylla, yeah.
Scylla. I'll hand it to my fellow Draconian friend.
Trying to look and see what Tila's got as far as... She's got Tree Stride, that's fun. Shalla's one level away from Tree Stride. It's like Dimension Door for trees. I didn't know what Tree Stride did. I think I confused it with Transport through plants.
Well, you step into one. Yeah, you step into one tree, you step out of another.
Yeah, it's concentration too, and it lasts a minute, so you can keep doing it. It is really cool. I was trying to see if she had seeming for some reason or another.
But like after like how long would it take to dig up? Like I didn't dig it like this chest like very deep, but it was just enough to where it's not seen.
Oh, I'd say you don't need to really roll anything. I'd say that you just.
Oh no, I was just asking how long it would take. Like
probably
a minute or so.
Yeah, 5 minutes tops. Yeah, it's like I said, it's sand. It's
kind of a grim look on his face. He kind of opens it up, and there is just various different like tools and knives and daggers inside this chest.
Heck
A lot of them don't look very friendly.
Tila will mention to you, Scylla, if you want, and you don't have to, but if you want, I can change your shape for a little while. At the very least, it won't last forever, but at the very least, it'll get you into town and in the front doors without drawing too much attention.
Good. This way I can be there if we need, if danger happens.
Yeah, you can always instantly just drop the form and return to yourself and have full control of your faculties. But you will be slightly different while you're changed as well. But you also won't be, so imposing. So are you guys going to go in? So it's still early morning. So are you guys going to go in now and do some scouting, or are you guys going to wait until later on in the day?
I'm going to wait until later on.
I would like to go in and check out the village. I want to check out the shops, kind of see what's going on in town.
I'll tag along just to make sure he doesn't get captured or killed.
Gotcha.
Shalla will be curious about what's been going on.
All right.
Also, just to get the lay of the land of the. I don't have I personally been to this watering hole before.
I would say probably not. I think Tila's tried to get you to go several times before, but Jet's not really a people person.
No, I don't like being. There's very few people I like being around for an extended period of time.
Tila looks over and she's like, "I can accompany you guys as well. Just And she looks at George and she's like, "Is he gonna go with you or is he gonna stay here?"
Who's George?
George is the Shelkin.
Yeah, he's
the sloth.
The vanity pet.
It might
what
be.
Now? You mean the team mascot, and the reason we're all doing this? We're doing this to protect animals like George, right?
Could it?
Secretly the big
Look, I'm gonna go out on a limb. We're going. This is a very delicate operation. We're going. I don't think we need a sloth for this.
Well, if I
Good
can.
thing we're not bringing a sloth. We're bringing a Shelkin.
Well, and I don't know that.
Okay.
If I can provide a solution here, why not let the sloth stay here with your blue friend here, and she immediately shrinks down into the form of George herself.
I see.
And she just kind of looks up at you.
All right. I'll hoist him onto my friend's shoulders.
You have a Tila version of George on your shoulders, Corvin.
Yes.
Finally got George stats.
Nice.
George is gonna stay behind with the actual George is gonna stay behind with Vargo.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna cough my head off.
yep.
Oof.
So then we'll go into town. We'll scout things out. I think it's actually better that we walk around and make ourselves look like we belong. And when we casually walk in, it won't look as suspicious.
I gotcha.
Sorry.
So, Shalla, are you good going in just as yourself, or are you?
Sorry, I missed all that last of that. My headphones just.
Oh, you're good. I don't think you missed anything. Are you good going in as Shalla, or are you gonna make any alterations?
I don't think I really have anything to do to alter aside from just wild shape.
I mean, you could wild shape into something else as well.
Or you could
I mean, you could turn into a bird and just sit on my shoulder.
You could wild
Yeah,
shape,
that could work.
or you could. I mean, people are not the most intelligent in the entire world in social settings. Most people want to be left alone. It's frightening how effective the Clark Kent is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a possibility. There's a world where you could, throw on some different clothes and put your hair in a ponytail or something, and
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Face blindness is
Shalla
a real
will
thing.
pull her hair kind of back in a bun.
Gotcha.
She usually wears it loose.
Yeah.
They call that the Marvel movie camouflage.
Dude.
Hey, don't knock it if it works.
It really does work. It's so crazy.
It really does. It's funny, and especially now I'm realizing it because there's people I met when my hair was all blue, and now that it's almost completely grown out and I pull it back and they have brown hair now, and people are like, wait, who are you? And then I turn around and they're like, oh, it's you with the blue hair.
Have you seen the meme where it's like Zooey Deschanel without bangs proves that the Clark Kent thing
Oh.
works?
Yeah, no.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
that
That's
makes
fair.
But heck yeah. So
Just kind of pull it back, maybe change a part, and make just look as different
I
from
gotcha.
her usual self, but still like Islander.
Yeah, that works. So why don't the four of you, one of those being me, roll me a stealth check, and I will
Yeah.
calculate. Let me roll Tila real quick here.
Yeah.
Oh, she's good.
Stealth check?
What's
For the
that?
sake of this,
Do you say all of us do?
Yeah,
stealth?
yeah.
for the sake of this DM, I'm pulling up the hood of the cloak of Elvenkind to completely hide my face.
Perfect. Hey, we
I
are.
just look like a really, really small.
We
Oh, I
are.
said I was waiting till later. Never mind.
What's that? Sorry.
I was gonna roll to go with you guys, and I remembered I said I was gonna hold off till later.
Oh, if you want to, you can.
If you want to come with me,
I'll have
Yeah.
Tila retroactively. She'll polymorph you. She will polymorph you into Qual, which is one of the
yeah, baby.
burlier guys that was from her village that was possessed that you guys ended up killing on the road.
Yeah.
So you look like a strong Islander man for a little bit, but you can break that polymorph on at will, Scylla.
Gotcha.
I am a fucking ghost.
You are a ghost indeed, and you're also the one of two people in the party that actually doesn't need to. But yeah, Scylla, roll a stealth check as well. It's kind of just a group stealth check to see if you guys are drawing notice at this point.
Or yeah, blending in with the crowd. So
Yeah.
to speak.
Hey, perfect for a group stealth check. When Jet set the curb. So yeah, heck yeah, you guys make it into town, and it is it's a it is a different experience for all of you guys. Shalla especially. This town is built up so quick on a place that you've known so well for so long, and it just doesn't even look like the same place anymore. It still has that island charm, but you're seeing influences creep in. You're seeing influences from Monstria. You're seeing influence from Boreala, and that's the intention here. It is, it's unmistakable that there is good being done here for the betterment of the island. Unfortunately, there's also some bad being done here, but it's just different to see it. A few days ago, you guys saw a fort on the edge of a cliffside that was some of the most advanced building you've seen in the islands, and this is beyond that even, in such a short amount of time. It's different. It's different. But it's teeming with life, and there are people everywhere. There are mostly humans. There are some elves, some half-elven lineages, and even amongst islanders, half-elven lineages, or at least some type of elven blood, not necessarily a straight half, but there's some elven features on some islanders. It's not unheard of, but it's also kind of not a thing that you guys really paid any attention to. It's kind of like if, one person's got a detached earlobe and one person doesn't. It's kind of, on that scale, No, they just got tall ears, it's not a big deal. But there's islanders here, living and working alongside foreigners, outsiders, and they look genuinely happy, most of them. Every once in a while, you'll see a character walking through the crowd. They're an islander, but they're wearing a type of garb that you don't normally see on islanders. They're wearing more outsider flavored clothing. They're carrying short swords at their hip, and these are not like actually, Corvin, make me a perception check. Actually, everybody make me a perception check. There's a lot to see as you guys make your way into town.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I accidentally almost rolled performance.
Hey, you can roll performance, Chet. Nobody's going to stop you.
Nah. I'll ruin that 30 I rolled.
17. 22.
22. Ooh, Scylla's on fire. Corvin's Corvin.
Head on a stool.
Shalla, you want to get in on this
Oh, that's
perception?
funny on our.
Sorry, what are we rolling?
Perception check, just as we kind of look around town.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I imagine 10 is average. 10 is perfectly average. Shalla's eyes are so wide, she's going to roll like a 30 here.
Not quite.
Only a 28. No.
I mean...
6.
Is it 26, you said?
Yeah. Did it not go through?
For whatever reason, it didn't, but I'm not too tripped about it. As you guys make your way into town, I figure you guys are probably coming into town right over here by the wall and making your way up through this way type of deal. As you guys kind of make your way towards this street here, far off to the north, Shalla, you notice some guards walking. They're making like a long lap of the inner wall. It looks like, and it's hard to tell if they're on patrol or if they're just milling about bored. But there's a couple individuals that are wearing more outsider flavored clothing with short swords at their hip, and with a 26. Shalla, you recognize that the short swords that they're carrying, for one thing, they're not like they're not the blades that you've seen from Monstrians like Fargo and Corvin, who favor single-edged quick blades that are much more associated with slashing and whatnot. These are a broader blade. They're your traditional short sword, European style. But they look immaculate, and they're also made out of shadow glass. You notice, Shalla?
I look over at them and I go, I want that blade.
How badly do you want it?
Well, Corvin's got a 10 in his perception check. He didn't see her yet.
They told me.
Yeah. But let me resolve the rest of these.
That's
Scylla,
interesting.
Scylla, you clock that as well for sure. And Scylla, I'll say with your military background, you clock that they're kind of just chilling. They're not like, at least they're not, if they're patrolling, they're doing a bad job of it type of deal.
No, they're not very well trained.
And I will say, most likely, that's kind of the vibe you're getting off of that, Scylla. And you guys do. You see life exploding all over the place. And you start to, as you guys keep kind of walking through the residential areas there, you start to hear the sounds of hammer on anvil coming from this building down here to the south that's got a forge fire burning at the back of it. And several small buildings and shops that are look like they're opening up for business and getting set up here in the kind of central concourse of Takor here.
Do we see any of the shops that are open, or are they all open?
Well, I mean, Corvin doesn't see a whole lot, but it looks like everything's starting to become open. And Jet, you would know from Tila's drunken ramblings that there's the forge for sure. There's the tavern in town. You know that there's a place called Goodberry that serves kind of pulverized drinks, island fruits, and like conjured goodies. And sometimes they make nasty cleanses that Tila tries to get you to drink. That's run by an island lady that Tila knew, and there's it's our riff on Pinkberry. And then there's a general goods merchant that also does a fair bit of. They resell. They're like a Buc-ee's gas station type of deal where they've got
Ooh, can I go to the wall of jerky?
they've got like just they've got your average supplies, things like that, as well as they kind of resell some local trinkets and whatnot, or local crafts and wares type of deal. And then there's several shops that are currently being built there in that central concourse that don't quite have, but there's people working at every one of them, either hanging rafters or tending their shops. But yeah, where do you guys want to head towards? And then there's also the docks that are quite busy, as you kind of can see now. I'll say. The docks are probably the busiest place in town, and they're not really doing anything. They're not loading or unloading any wares, but they're kind of building the dock still. You can see that there's a whole lumber operation here, as well as looks like a small dry dock. Shalla would have no clue what that is, but the rest of you guys would.
Ooh, let's go to the docks.
Yeah. I was gonna do. I was actually gonna stake out the tavern and see how many points of ingress it's got, so you get the general feel of it. Because if we're gonna be going in there and tailing people, and if shit goes sideways for some reason, we're gonna need a clean exit strategy.
I gotcha. And Corvin, you were wanting to check out some shops.
Sure.
Anything in particular that you were wanting to check out?
Well, I know I want to pick up some more arrows. I want to fill up my quiver as much as possible, pretty much.
Okay.
I want.
So that'll probably be down here at at the weapon, the forge. They can probably help you out there. And then, as I indicated, this is where our little good berry shop is. And this here is the general goods shop.
The Bucky's.
Yeah, for the lack of a better word.
Yeah, from now on, I'll call him Bucky. But we'll call him like Buckeez. Because for copyright reasons, it's not.
You know, it actually can be. It can, yeah. This is Bucky's General Goods. That's 100% what this is.
Perfect. I love it. I fucking love it. All right. I'm going to start off down at the crafter, down at the weapon shop.
Gotcha. And, Shalla, is there anything you're wanting to check out specifically?
She'll just kind of tag along.
Okay, cool.
Not anything really specific. She's just kind of taking it all in since it has changed a lot.
Yeah. And Jet, are you wanting to go to the tavern now, or are you gonna stick along with the group?
I'm gonna make it my mission to not really show my face to stick around in one place for too long. I don't want people. I do not want anybody to have an indication that, oh, like, that dude is shady, that is suspicious. I'm just gonna remove myself.
I got you. Okay.
From the equation.
Cool. So we'll do.
I will ask. I will turn to Corvin. Or is it Corvin or Corvin?
Corvin.
With a B or a B? Corvin.
Victor.
Corvin, is it all right if I take Tila with me?
Yeah, go for it. You two both appreciate the drink. I reach over into my whoever George was, and I hand her over.
Okay. George is fully the size of your torso, Jet. But.
I'll just wear them around my neck like
a Ninja Turtle backpack.
No, like a baby Bjorn.
Heck yeah. So we'll do.
I'll see you guys.
Yeah, we'll do
I'll
Jet.
see you guys when it's time to go into the tavern. So
we'll handle Jet first, real quick. Give me just a second to pull up the undertow. On my
and
notes.
I'm going to clap my hands twice. I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Ooh.
And I am out of sight.
Heck yeah. And we'll say that Tila on your back is a item at this point. She's an accessory.
I mean, it's anything I'm wearing or carrying.
If she has to, she'll change into something more appropriate, but I don't know. The Undercurrent Tavern and Inn, which I was instructed to inform you guys is just a coincidence that the abbreviation for it is UTI. There's no relation. It's probably safe to drink at. This is it's a massive building for this town. It's aside from Tila's estate, is the largest building, tallest building in town. It's 3 floors tall, with on the one end of it looks like rooms that can be rented out for the night or for longer periods of time, and then a large front salon that looks like it's got double height ceilings with balconies above it. If you've seen Westworld, the Mariposa is kind of the direct inspiration for this place. If not, you're thinking big time Old West saloon, like the fancy kinds that probably sells hookers, like where everything inside of it's just a little nicer than their clientele in general, kind of like putting on airs a little bit. So as you go into the front doors of the Undertow. Is it Undertow or Undercurrent? Undertow.
Oh, I'm not going in the front door.
Oh, you're not. You're scanning the outside. I see.
Is there a roof? Is there a building across the street from it?
There are buildings around. You can probably get on top of some of these high density homes here, with very little effort. So roll me roll me an athletics or acrobatics, either one.
I'll say acrobatics because I have the upper body strength of a baby. And that is a 21.
23,
I
perfect.
got it.
Yeah.
23. Math is not my strength.
Heck yeah, you get yourself up on that there rooftop. You find a palm tree on the side of the building, and you're able to scurry up it. And yeah, you got a pretty darn good view of the tavern down below. The things that are overtly obvious for you are main front door here. Looks to be a side door, maybe over here.
Okay.
And it butts up very close to the wall, but it is not touching it, and that leads you to believe you're not able to really see from this vantage point. There's probably a back door as well.
I'd like to, since I've decloaked at this point since I've gotten to where I need to be.
Okay.
So I'm going to summon my Raven familiar, or I guess in this case it'd be a crow. Oh no, it's an owl. Fuck. Sorry. Shit. I'm fucking so bad at this.
It's a burb.
It's a bird.
Heck yeah.
I'm going to send it. I imagine the back end of that area is less than 120 feet away from me.
Let me measure this out here. Yeah. Even if my map isn't great, it's definitely within.
It's not Basil, but it'll have to do for now.
That's a good thing, because otherwise you'd be in a boss fight right now.
Just
Right?
wait 2 levels. 2 levels, Jake. Anywho, I'll send my owl friend around the back, just to get a good view of like if there's a back door back there or something like that.
Gotcha. And yeah, as you send your owl around, are you going through his eyes as well?
Yeah.
Okay. As you kind of soar around the edge, it's maybe 10 foot between the back wall of the tavern and then the actual city wall that's being built. There are a handful of guys that are here digging trenches, and looks like they're laying foundation to continue the wall. But they're just your average workers. There's sweating their ass off in the hot sun, working away. You see actually towards the center of the back there is a large double door that looks like it goes inside. It's got stacks of boxes and barrels piled next to it. As you fly over, they're empty. Looks like a kind of a, I wouldn't say it's where grocery stores put their milk crates and stuff, you know. So yeah, there's a door to the back. It's a pretty dank, quiet little alleyway. It doesn't have any like torchlight or anything, so at nighttime it's pretty darn dark back there.
Perfect.
Yeah, you know.
Tila, I need you to stop being whatever the fuck this is for a second.
We're like on top of our roof, and
I needed. Oh wait, can I talk to? Oh wait, I have
No.
a message. What am I doing?
yeah, I was gonna say
Never
no. Otherwise, so yeah, do that.
Yeah, I'll cast message on the slot. That is Tila, and I will ask. So what are these guys? What they look like? General description.
It'd be so funny if the sloth just looked at you because it was accidentally George.
God damn it.
Got him mixed up.
Fuck.
No.
Fucking Corvin.
So you want me to do what?
I just need a general description of what these guys look like.
The guard guys? What did you, I think you probably, yeah. You clocked him as you were walking in. And actually, saying that, actually, looking up the row of residences, you actually can kind of see one of them standing. The rest of them are obscured by the buildings and whatnot, but you can actually see one of them standing, leaning up against the wall here. He's got a... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to ping up here. Way up here. He's just out of almost outside of visual because of like line of sight and whatnot. But he's just leaning up against a wall, smoking a pipe.
Wait, which palm tree am I on? This one or?
I figure you're on the edge of the roof over here,
yeah,
somewhere over here. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and you're sure these guys go in at around nighttime, right? I'm just basically using message to communicate with this fucking.
Yeah, no, I got you.
That's actually really smart. I'm glad I picked that cantrip.
I don't know if those specific guys do, but they drink. That's the only place to drink. Yeah, they drink there a lot.
Okay. Do these guys have any like markings, like any badges, like anything like that would demark them as separate from the other guards? Anything like that?
Well, there's no other guards. It's just them.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, they have swords.
All right, now I just need to find a sucker. Just gonna look down at the street and see if there's anybody already on their way inside the tavern.
There's a fair few people. Roll me a perception check.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Lost
really
by
good.
20.
There's people streaming in and out of it at a consistent, if not, I'd say a steady stream is a generous way to put it, but it's seeing good business constantly. It seems like. So there are people kind of. It's kind of like looks like the heart of the city, really. I mean, people come from there and go to work, and they come to work and go there. So there's quite a few people milling about. I'll say definitely you see a group of 4 or 5 people that are heading from the docks. Looks like they've been working for a long time, setting their eyes on a drink, even though it is still relatively mid-morning. Tila had indicated that the people at the docks were working pretty much 24 hours. They're the only people in town that were doing that.
I'm more looking for someone who's isolated going in by themselves.
I would say probably at this time of day, not right now. Or at least at this moment, not right now. But if you wanted to hang out up here for a few minutes, you might that might change.
I'll wait until I find the. I'm only doing this to make our jobs easier when we go in tonight.
100%. And we'll cut back to you in a second, Jet. We'll go over to the rest of you guys walking down the central concourse towards the front door of this place, which I've got a name for, if you'll give me a moment.
Yeah.
We just cut away from Jet, who's staking out the Undertow Tavern and Inn, and we're going to snap back to the rest of everybody that is going down to the front doors of the Forge in town, which has a sign out front of it reading Arms of the Empire. The building is still under construction. It's a massive 2-story building with a forge built into the rear. And from the outside of it, Corvin, you immediately recognize Austrian architecture to the building. Now, your traditional Austrian architecture is mostly stone, a lot of marble. This is wood and brick and stone, but it's still noticeably Austrian architecture. And as a matter of fact, because it's a warm day out in the island paradise, 2 massive double doors stand swung open, allowing a breeze to enter the space. And inside, you can see there's immediately inside there are a number of sawhorses and tables set up that have saws and other carpentry implements on it. Looks like they just recently hung a pair of windows at the storefront. So there's definitely some active work going on in here. There's sawdust all over the floor, but there are racks of a lot of empty racks, but a lot of racks that are being filled up. that carry spears. There's a lot of spears. Spears are easy to make in mass quantities. There are a good number of arrows, like actually like a whole, looks like used wine barrels that have been repurposed, that have just got looks like bundles of probably 20 or so arrows that are just tied tight with twine, kind of like a grab bin type of situation. And some mannequins that are being constructed and fitted with modest sets of like leather armor and things like that. Some of them are reinforced with metal on certain areas of them. And yeah, there's a smattering of swords on the racks. Looks like a combination of Austrian single-edge blades and a more traditional European style that didn't come from the islands, didn't come from Austria, so you guys can kind of piece together probably came from Borealia to the north. And behind the counter, who is a tall human, pretty burly, portly around the midsection, wide arms. Seems like he's perpetually sweating. Corvin, you do recognize him as likely being from Austria. He's pretty unremarkable. He's probably 6 foot tall. He's got mutton chops, dark brown beard, and like facial hair going on, and a long leather apron. And he's fidgeting with a glass display, or like the top of like his countertop is like a glass jeweler's display, and he's like trying to get the top glass piece into place, but he's having a trouble with it because he's got big old blacksmith hands. But he sees you guys walk in and he kind of just puts it down, cockeyed off center. Oh, hello. Welcome to the arms of the Empire here in beautiful Takor Harbor. He kind of looks around at you guys as you come in. Oh, you're not my usual type of clientele. What can I do for you?
Yes, I'm looking to purchase any kind of arrows you have. Normal, special, whatever you have. And I also have a plan to make a special arrow of my own. And I kind of show him my ideas and say, this is what I'd like to make. I need the materials to make this. So little glass tubes, if he has anything, stuff like that.
Well, I don't know that I have. I mean, I can look around. I might have a few things, but I have got arrows, plenty of arrows, but I don't really. You might try the general goods shop, Bucky's
Okay.
up north. They might have some vials and things like that for you. But we have arrows. We have lots of arrows.
Perfect. And do you have any special arrows? Anything that might catch the not so average archer's eye?
Oh, I have a couple. Nothing special, but
I take out the black obsidian arrow that was very finely carved down. The one that they guided us in the city.
Oh, wow, that's a different type of arrow that I've never seen before.
You've never seen anything like this before? What kind of tools, since you make these arrows, what kind of tools do you think might be needed to make something this intricate?
He like holds his hands out like he's wanting to see it.
Just be known, I will be taking this arrow.
Oh
back.
no, I don't mean to. I just want to take a closer look at it if you don't mind. And he actually pulls a pair of spectacles out of his pocket on his apron and wraps them around his ears and kind of twirls the shaft, looking at the intricacies of the carvings on it. So it's it's a fine chisel, for the carvings, and a careful hand, and you You know, if you had an idea, knew what you were doing, you probably need some type of jig or something to mount it in to kind of, you know, keep it from, you know, keep your place. You're going to lose your place and not make a straight line here, if you see what I mean. But these are all perfect and straight and perfect and beautiful. And this, the arrowhead, it's beautifully made. I would say chisels as well, but no, this is something more. This is like a whetstone type of situation. Maybe some oil, sharpening oil to try and polish. It's very smooth. There's no chips. There's no imperfections. I would say that you just need to spend some time and dedicate yourself to your art. It's an art piece more than anything to me.
Thank you. I'll take. How many arrows can my quiver hold?
Well,
Double checking my magic quiver.
a gold piece will get you 20. So.
All right, let me check this out real quick. Where is my...
And if you don't have gold, I know some of the folks around here don't have gold. We do barter for precious stones.
Gold will not be an issue.
I'm sure not, my lord. But you know, I see you've got some companions with you that are from not from our parts.
Do not worry about them. Anything they need is on my tab. I cannot find my whatchamacallit in this.
The inventory?
Yeah.
You might not be. I mean, I don't know. Hang on a second. It's probably a bag. It's not an item. It's an actual bag in your inventory. If you look down under equipment and consumables and... Okay, that's not on there. Hang on just a second. Let's see here.
Here, let me...
It's in D&D Beyond for sure.
What is it called again?
So it's actually a quiver. It's the bottomless quiver of many things in your inventory on D&D Beyond. I don't know why it won't show up in Foundry.
Good. As long as we can see it, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just need to know how many... Alright,
So it can, the shortest compartment can hold up to 60 arrows, bolts, or similar object. The mid-sized compartment holds bigger things, and the large compartment holds bigger things. So up to 60 arrows that you can...
I will take 60 arrows. What kind of rapiers do you have in? Do you have anything fancy? I'm looking pretty much for a bonus 1 or 2 rapier if you have one.
We don't have any, like, nothing magical, I'm sorry to say. We're just a simple forge. That'd be nifty to have, though. If I run across one, I'll pay a pretty penny for one. But I don't have anything magical, I'm sorry.
Do you have any spears?
Oh yeah, we've got a bunch of spears as well.
I will take 4 spears.
4 spears, okay. So I'm trying to keep track of some money. So 1, 2, 3, and then
Wait a minute, Shalla, do you have any spears in your inventory?
No, but I got a buttload of short swords.
Okay, so okay.
How many is a buttload of short swords?
Because I can stash.
It's like 13 or something like that.
13, you say?
Way more short swords than any single person could possibly need.
I can hold
carrying them all.
18 javelins.
They're in the bag of holding. I'm actually carrying them.
Uh,
And then I will take 5 javelins as well.
Okay, so I think, holy cow, that's a lot. Okay, okay. So, hang on just a second and I'll help you out there. I think 15 gold pieces ought to do us on that.
All right. Do you guys need anything else? Do you guys need anything?
It's and just for the sake of brevity, it's basically a mundane weaponsmith. So any type of thing like that you guys are interested in, anything forged. They also have a couple. Oh yeah, he'll. Oh, this might be. I don't know what you kind of work you guys are into, but I had a customer came through and had plans drawn up for this, and I was able to make a few extra. It seemed like a simple enough idea, and he will pull out from that glass display case next to his kind of central like little area where he's kind of posted up at. Inside of it, you can see like some daggers and stuff like that, and he pulls out a four-pronged hook, actually, that's got a eyelet on the end of it that can be attached to a rope.
A grappling hook.
Yes, exactly. You throw it, and it'll catch on something, and you can climb.
I'll take that as well.
Let me look that up real quick.
What's up, Jet?
Sorry. It just makes it sound like you're buying shit to like break into somewhere.
Hey, you never know, man. Grappling hooks are the best item in D&D.
Yeah. Well, I only mentioned that because we're gonna be like interrogating someone in their fucking house.
Heck yeah.
It's like that scene.
Do you
in
have any
Futurama where
rope
vendors-
or duct tape? Do you have cheesecloth, a bucket, and a source of water, and a board I can lay them slightly backwards on?
Do you have a gun? I could use a gun.
Buddy, I don't know what kind of stuff you're into, but this is just a simple weaponsmith. We don't have cheesecloth.
I guarantee you, it is purely sexual. There's
And
no
unre-
ill will involved whatsoever.
I don't think he wants to know this.
He holds his hands up and backs away, and he's like, I don't want any trouble now. I just... I mean... My lord,
Okay, sorry, I know I'm not supposed to be here.
my
I
lord,
tossed him an extra 5 gold pieces for his troubles and his discretion, saying, "You know nothing."
my lord, I'm flattered, but I'm not. I'm actually married.
You saw and heard nothing. We were never here. We never bought anything. You don't know who we are.
Are you on the run from somebody?
Yeah, now he's gonna run.
No,
over
I
it.
just don't want my wife to know I was in here buying more stuff. Jeez, man, help a brother out.
I thought you had all the money in the world.
I do, but it doesn't
Isn't your
mean
father
no.
paying for this too? How would your wife know?
First of all,
Are you even married?
I never said I have all the money in the world. I said money is not an object. A. B. That doesn't mean I want to go spending it all or have her in my butt. So, come on, man. You said you're married yourself. You gotta know what I'm talking about.
I mean, maybe. I haven't seen her in like 3 weeks. I came over here from Monstria. I haven't. She's back home.
For all I know, she could be dead. Or
He,
sleeping with another man.
he
Equally terrible.
he looks you up and down, and he's just like scratches his chin a little bit, and he's like, I haven't seen you around these parts. Any of you guys.
You said he's from my hometown, right?
He's from Monstria, yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna try this. Okay, man. Listen. Obviously, you are a very smart man, and you realized who I am. I am out here on some political missions, and no one can know that I'm here. That's why I came in here because I thought I could trust people from my hometown or from my homeland. We've got some secret shit going on. You can't tell anybody that. So again, as I was saying, I don't want my wife to know I spent all of this money. And I continue looking around.
Hey, Corvin. Hey, Corvin, make me a persuasion check.
Oh, please don't natural one this. I mean, it would be peak comedy if you did, but please don't.
Hey,
Oh,
that's
thank God.
not bad. And it kind of looks over to you, Shalla, and over to you, Scylla. And he's just...
Scylla is my guard. The dragon lady is my guard.
Listen, buddy.
Obviously, I am not going to go.
I'm just gonna raise an eyebrow.
I'm not.
I'm not a crook.
Anywhere without a guide. Are you silly? No one's been here before, especially someone of my refined taste.
I did not sleep with that dragon lady.
My lord, I cannot stress enough that I think that you just need to sometimes stop talking for a second and think. So, you're looking for friends, right? That's why you walked in here?
Of course.
Okay, I think I can maybe help you out. What do you need?
We need to know what is going on at the mansion in this village. We need to know what the black glass is, and if you've seen anyone using it, carrying it, if you've overheard anyone had to help arm anyone who was protecting that site. Anything, any information you can give us.
Okay. Well, yeah. There are a lot of them that have some swords made out of black glass. That's weird. I've never seen that before. They kind of hang out by the mansion. Sometimes they drift around town. Sometimes they don't come in here very often. A bunch of them came. Not a bunch of them. A gentleman came in from. Where was he from? He was... Yes, it was the harbor master over the docks. He came in and purchased a large amount of daggers. Almost bought up my entire initial supply. To the point where I had to trade with some of the Borealans, which are nice folk. But they came and bought a bunch of daggers. I don't know who's supplying these glass swords. I don't know why you'd want to swing a glass sword. I feel like the thing would chip immediately. I don't know. Nobody really goes into the mansion except for them and some of the highbrows. Some of that commission lady's there quite a bit, and then there's another one that I don't know. She's a weird one. She's an older lady, and she's got a wooden stick that she carries around. No, it's not like you can't just walk in the mansion. Like they've got the boys outside will stop you and turn you back, unless you got business with the missus inside.
How does one get an appointment, or how does one does she ever leave that mansion?
Oh, she leaves. She goes to get supplies and stuff and be seen in town. Yeah, she's about. I don't trust her, though. I don't know.
You shouldn't. Then I reach down and I grab the ancient Kendenzi blade and I show it to him. And I say, have you seen anyone carrying a weapon similar to this?
Well, the older lady with the stick, it kind of looks like that, and
it does. But
she looks like her. And he points to Shalla, which is weird. But she's got a house actually. She's got a house in the palm grove up there.
Do you know which one it is?
Yeah, and he'll kind of.
It's
the one like in the grove, yeah.
Gotcha.
She's got a mean look in her eye sometimes, or not a mean look in her eye, but like a far off kind of look, like she's not always here, if you know what I mean. Like she's somewhere else, and I don't mean that in a literal sense, but just
mentally.
Something about she was dangerous looking, though. the way she moves through town, it's like she's ready to pounce.
I reach into my bag, I grab another 5 gold pieces, I set it down on top of this counter, and I say, for your future research, your cooperation, and your discretion, and I hand it over to him.
He nods at you knowingly, and he pockets it. It's, there's another thing, too. You seem like a nice enough kid, and your pocketbook seems to be nice enough as well. There is, you do know that there's a big mountain at the center of this island that can spew fire?
Oh, volcano.
Yeah, that's what they call them. We don't have those around where we're from. But this whole island chain seems to be made out of them. Do you know what it does underground?
No. What does it do?
Well, so it's have you ever had a zit on your face? It's kind of like a zit on your face. Below the surface, it boils and it pressure builds, and then there's liquid earth, liquid hot earth that moves beneath the ground, and it runs through channels and warrens and pathways and all kinds of stuff. Geography is kind of a hobby of mine. I'm sorry if I'm losing you there. But anyways,
you have a map to it? Do you know where it is? How
what,
we can get to it?
The mountain? It's a big mountain. You can't miss it. You just walk uphill until you can't walk uphill anymore, and you're there. But what I'm trying to say is that the ground is Swiss cheese, because Switzerland exists in Abhaile. Don't worry about it. Citrus cheese. It's holy. There's sinkholes open up. That's why we had to move all this dirt in when we started building here. We had to bring all the dirt in to keep it from the ground's unstable. They broke into it over by the docks. I heard some of the boys talking.
So essentially, what you're saying is there could very much be an underground dock to one of these homes.
It could be anywhere. Yeah, there's somewhere they're getting underground. I don't know what they're doing down there, but some of the boys come in talking. They come in dusty and dirty and belly aching, and they buy a lot of shovels and picks and things like that.
You know what? Give me 3 shovels and 3 picks as well.
I would, but they bought them all out. I'm fresh out. I'm working on getting some stock in, but right now we don't got nothing.
I was going to see if we could use those as camouflage to kind of Derek Zoolander our way underground. I got the black lung, Pop.
That'll get you in trouble in this day and age. Yeah, no, I don't know, but there's somewhere they're getting underground and they're doing something, and
that sounds like an excellent job for our friend at the bar. I look to Shalla and say,
Snowballs and tunnels do go hand in hand.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, yeah,
Or and either of us that also can change into other things as well.
Yeah, I'll need someone to dig because I have a strength score of like 7.
Oh, you were
what
not
if
kidding.
Shalla turned into a giant? What if she turned into like a giant mole and started digging up?
We'll talk about this once we're regrouped.
Yeah,
possibility though. But if there's nothing else I can do for you,
that is it, my friend. Thank you. And if you hear of anything else, there is a small shack somewhere outside of the village, easy to see in the desert.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Yeah. You guys stay out of trouble, okay? And remember, if you need vials, go to the general goods, to the Buckies. They got everything.
All right, folks. Sounds like we're done here, unless you guys need anything.
Anybody interested?
Shalla doesn't need interesting.
What?
I was saying Shalla doesn't really need anything.
Also, he will buy, if you wanted to get rid of those swords, you can.
Oh shit. Why was I carrying them? Were we planning on selling them?
It's
I think so.
traditional D&D gameplay loop of
Grab everything
murder
and
and
go.
loot.
Got it. Yeah. Let's see how many I have, and I will see how much I can get for those.
Yeah, you'll, let me see, I'll have to look up my, as well. And these are the swords that you guys picked up from the fort, right?
Yes.
Okay, so these were essentially brand new weapons as well. So he's looking them over, looks up one of them, and he said, "Okay,
There's 16 of them.
they're
I'll
They
keep
fell off the
one.
back of the truck.
they're perfectly
Yeah.
perfectly sharp, well made. Looks to be from our northern friends. I'll gladly give you 10 gold pieces apiece for them, my lady."
Wow.
All right.
Hey, Shalla. Take
What?
7 gold pieces instead of 10. Let him make a better profit. That way he can bring some better stuff in for us. Plus, he's from my hometown. Anything that's... And plus, you don't use it. So,
Corvin, make a persuasion check against Shalla. He's haggling for the shopkeeper.
absolutely at it.
I guess it depends on whether or not Shalla fucking cares.
Shalla kind of doesn't. I mean, gold doesn't.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of becoming a thing here, I guess. So
You know what?
It's up to you, homie.
It's up to you, Shalla. You can add the appropriate amount of gold that you want to take to your inventory.
Shalla doesn't care.
But Shalla's
dude.
also now infinitely more rich than she was yesterday. Heck yeah.
She's also light. 15 short swords.
It's a true
Yeah.
story. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. So you guys, we'll cut back to you guys here in just a moment. Back over to Mr. Jet up on top of the rooftop. What are you up to, Jet? I'd say probably 30 minutes have gone past, 30, 45.
I'm just waiting for some sucker to pass by, just like a single person walking on their way into the tavern.
Are you looking for just a person by themselves, or
Just an isolated person by themselves, preferably someone who looks scrawny.
okay? Roll me a perception check. We'll say with advantage because Tila's there helping you.
I would also say it's because I've been standing there for 30 fucking minutes. Okay, advantage here.
Just broad daylight like a freaking Batman, except he's tiny.
I mean, I'm keeping myself concealed in the palm front.
Heck yeah.
19.
I'd say after about 5 minutes of sitting and waiting, 5 additional minutes, you do in fact see an individual by himself walking towards the front door of the inn from the direction of the docks.
All right, cool.
Young
like
Islander
to
man. Looks like he's
I'd like to make another.
tired.
Go on.
Just saying, a young Islander man looks like he's tired.
Oh, good. This will be easy then. I'd like to make a stealth check.
Yeah, go ahead, roll some stealth.
I'm not moving. I'm just fortifying my concealed position.
I gotcha.
That is a
25. Jet is hidden.
cool. I'm going to point at him and cast message.
Okay, fucking with the townsfolk. I love it. What you saying?
I'm going to say, in a very plain voice, not putting the rasp on it. I'm going to say, nah, fuck it. This guy doesn't know who the hell I am, and I'm probably never going to talk to him again. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
You watch down. You watch before you see. or before you hear, you watch this guy stop dead in his tracks. Arms go out to the side. His legs are kind of like triangled apart, isosceles, and he is freaking out, looking around all over the place.
Freak out. Don't look around.
What's going on?
Okay, I need you to. I have a question for you, my friend. And
What's
feel
up?
free to answer honestly. Do you get paid enough at work these days?
I mean, they
Getting going back to that $20, just $20.
They-
Shut up.
I mean,
Thing.
I honestly don't know. They this is the first actual job I've ever had where I've been paid.
Great. How would you like to make more money for doing just a teeny tiny favor for me?
Are you a god?
We'll circle back to that.
What? Oh,
This is kind of a yes or no question, buddy.
Well, this might depend on what you say. You
There's
might.
there's not a yes or no answer for that question. It's so vague.
The answer is the question is, do you want to make more money?
What do I got to do to make more money? I already worked to the bone.
$20 is $20.
I'm not asking you to go across the continent, kid. Just listen. You go into that bar with money that I'm going to supply to you. You're just gonna tell them that when the guards come in, your drinks are covered by whatever I give you. Got it?
Can I drink on that too?
You can drink on the rest of the money that I'll be giving you. If that's what you're asking.
Okay, I can do that. How are you gonna give me money, God?
I'm so glad I took this feat. I'm going to use the telekinetic feat in conjunction with Mage Hand Ledger Main.
Okay.
Mage Hand Ledger Main. How far away is this guy from me? Out of curiosity.
He's probably
60 feet.
within 60 feet, definitely.
Cool. That's within range of my Mage Hand because it got extended because I already have the Mage Hand feat when I took the telekinetic feat.
Yeah.
So, and as part of Mage Hand Ledger Main, I can stow objects on people's persons. So I am going to take my my bag of 15 gold and plant it on him without him noticing. Do I need to make a sleight of hand for that?
Yeah, let's roll a sleight of hand. Yeah.
Would I get an advantage because he cannot see me?
Yeah, 100%. He can't see you or the mage hand. Yeah.
Hell yeah. This is fucking great. Okay.
Well,
that
that's-
is an 18.
18 will do it. He's freaking out. God, are you still there?
Yeah, kid, I'm still watching you. Look, okay. I need you to focus.
I'm
Go in. Okay, let's circle back. Tell me what you need to do with this money.
I'm gonna go in and buy a round for the guards when they come in.
Okay, no. What you are going to do is take 10 of those 15 gold pieces, give
What?
them to the barkeep, and tell them that that money is going to pay for any drinks that those guards want. Got it?
Okay, I got it.
And you get to keep the remaining 5.
Okay.
Now, I will preface this. If you try to take all 15 pieces of the gold to yourself, I will also let it be known, and I will kind of make my voice just a bit more intimidating. I have a clean shot on you.
I understand. And then he just tears off running for the front door of the tavern.
It's good to be back.
God, I love fucking with townsfolk. It's so fun.
Now that I have everything mapped out, I guess I'll go find the others.
Kind of brings me back to the old days of Eris and Vishara just randomly talking to people.
Yeah.
So,
Good times. Good times.
Yeah.
They're
So-
like, what the fuck is going on with my head? And we're like, relax.
Just chill.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
This is not the worst thing that's going on today.
Right? You live in Barovia. This is not the worst thing to happen to you.
And then
That
Alexander
picture
says,
started
"I'm
as
the
a-
worst thing that's happened to you." Anyway. Anyway.
Heck yeah! So I'll say with no trouble, Jet, you're able to make your way back down to ground level, and pretty much as you're kind of making your way across town, you actually catch a glimpse of the rest of the party heading further inland up this direction from here.
So what? Fuck it. I'm in a good mood. I'm gonna test to see if anyone can detect me. I'm gonna,
If anyone can be what?
I'm gonna see if you guys can. I'm gonna see if I can sneak up on you guys before you can notice me. This is a fun prank.
All right. Let's real quick. Just everybody sound off what your passive perceptions are, and Jet roll stealth.
This is fun.
Yeah. I mean,
My passive perception is 25.
Oh, then you see me popping up the.
yeah.
I roll dog.
You
shit.
can't hide from me.
Nope.
It's really not so much as Jet's hard to hide. It's more the Shelkin that he's holding is almost the size of himself. So it's
Yeah.
I
it
like to match.
funny.
I like to imagine I'm getting close. I just I'm directly behind Shalla and just like, hi.
And I
don't
still wouldn't see him because my passive perception is 10.
hey, sometimes you got to make those sacrifices.
Yeah. Well,
What?
I got-
Who said that? Is someone talking to me?
No.
Get out of here,
Yes.
dumbass.
What?
Well, I managed to stake out the place. Incidentally, behind the building, there's a back door, so in case we need to, vamoose, it should be pretty easy. I bribed one of the people going into the bar, so the guards should be hopefully sufficiently drunk when we go meet them.
Sweet.
How
mean-
nice.
How many drinks does 10 gold buy these days? Kind of bad with the logistics of that.
I'd say you probably don't have a clue, but probably a lot.
Alistair doesn't.
I better say a lot.
Yeah. There's not a lot of money on the island that didn't come in from outside. And by that, I mean there's no money on the island that didn't come in from outside. So there's a lot of pretty affordable stuff around. Tila's been drinking there for the last 2 weeks and hasn't run out of money. So,
Oh, good.
I mean, she doesn't really have money. She just kind of trades for it. But
Yeah. What did you guys find out?
crickets.
Guys?
We have found out that there are veins of an offshoot of a volcano all underneath here.
Huh.
That men are coming to and from the docks covered in dirt. They bought all the pickaxes, so there's most likely directly to the mansion. I picked up some javelins, some spears, and some arrows. Want anything yourself?
Well, I mean, I guess that's the next lead we can follow up once we interrogate these guards.
But we need to go to Bucky's next, is what he said.
That's a stupid name.
Watch your mouth, sir.
What?
That is a cherished establishment where I come from.
Hey, I want
You
the
would be lucky to have a Bucky's.
I want the internet to understand
Oh.
that Rich lives in a place where they don't have Bucky's.
Right?
Oh, that, you know what? Would this technically be a chain in this world, DM?
Not
Yeah,
yet.
because there's back at home too.
It will at some point probably, but not yet.
Well, I don't know of a place named Bucky, but I did. There
Well,
was a
you're-
hit I had to fill on a man named Bucky. Does that count?
What's Jet's passive perception?
Let me check. I think it's 12.
It's a 12.
12, man.
12's good enough to see the sign you're standing next to says Bucky's General Goods on it.
I don't care. Fuck him. Is the owner staring at me?
No, if you guys look in
Okay.
the front
Cool.
of the store, it's every shop here seems to have like their doors wide open, or in some cases no front doors. A lot of open air. These buildings are all situated with their fronts facing northbound, which is kind of the safest direction. The storms tend to blow south to north, or in some type of easterly fashion associated with that type of trend. The interior of this shop is, let me see, I've got notes here. I have them here for a reason. Yeah, it's a single floor, almost looks like it was maybe originally designed to be a home, with a small vestibule entryway that has just a handful of goods on some tall shelves immediately inside the front door. Looks like building supplies, nails, hammers, things like that, that are kind of like not really outdoor like displays, but like the closest thing that they're willing to do to an outdoor display. Kind of catch people's eyes as they walk past. And inside, you see rows of shelves over hardwood floors, and an elderly lady standing near the very back in front of a desk or a countertop of some type. She's half elven maybe, and elderly, with a blue blouse on and a white smock kind of thing. She isn't wearing clothing that's necessarily an Austrian style, but she kind of just looks at you guys all gathered up front of her shop. Doesn't say a word though, just kind of keeping an eye on you guys to make sure you're not going to run off with a hammer or something. So you guys want to go inside?
Sure.
Cool.
Yes.
So yeah,
We'll head in, try and find the garçon or the shopkeep.
Yeah, and she's standing towards the back, and as you guys walk in, she says, "Okay, welcome to Bucky's General Goods. How can I help you all?"
I need some glass, like thin glass tubing.
Like a vial? I can do that. I have vials. I have vial.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. I need to be thin, small, almost about the size of an arrow shaft, and about 2 inches or whatever measuring you guys.
I
2 or 3 inches.
We aren't barbarians here. We would use the metric system.
Well, then you should. I don't know the metric system, so
We don't use freedom units now.
One, we have apparently not landed on the moon. We'll get there eventually.
One day.
She rummages around under the cabinet she's standing in, and she pulls out some leather pouches, good-sized pouches, maybe like a half a meter in diameter. And, she opens it up, and inside of it is all manner of vials that are tucked into little leather holders and whatnot. It's an alchemy kit, basically, is what we got going on. So I've got these, and she holds that one out to you. It's and I don't know the metric system either, so we're not doing that anymore. It was a fun bit.
Thank you.
But what she's got are thin, narrow vials that look like your average scientific type of vial. Maybe 3 inches long and 2 inches wide. Not as thin or narrow as an arrow shaft, but serviceable, maybe.
Perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you. Do you have a glass cutter's tool?
A glass cutter's tool? I can probably. Let me look at something real quick. Well, I've got yeah, I can actually sell you a kit of glass blowing equipment. It doesn't tell me what's in a glass blower's kit.
It should be enough to make and manufacture off the. So.
Yeah, I've got one I could sell you.
Perfect. I'll take it.
It'll be it's going to be a little bit of a cost there for that young man. It's going to run. She does some calculations in her head. 40 gold pieces, I think, ought to do it. But it's quite
that and the alchemy kit.
Oh, you want the whole kit? I can do that. I can do that as well. Let me look that up as well. Supply. Oh, so another 50 gold for that, and that'll get you squared away. But if you just want the vials, I can do that too.
No, I'll take the kit too. So we'll go ahead and take them both. Okay. Or I will take them both.
Okay. And Shalla, do you want me to wrap them up for you, or?
No, you can. I will wear them out.
Yeah, they're both in good sized leather satchel like pouch things. Like kind of like a folio type of deal.
We can bind them down to one pouch, and you can resell the pouch. Maybe take them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you could. I don't know if it's the safest. Things will rattle around, is what's going to happen.
I see.
But you can.
Oh.
You can. I mean, we can do that.
That's okay. That's okay. You guys need anything?
Anything else? We've got all kinds of stuff. We got some.
I do need some fine string or twine of some sort.
Yeah, we got string. We've got string. We got rope. We got some jerky over there. Some crackers if you need if you're going off on a long trip. We got
fresh roast on deck.
We got a little everything here. We got your hammers. Those are popular. We can't keep those in stock. We got hammers. We got pouches. We got bags. We got.
Have you noticed anyone asking for shovels and or any kind of protection from digging?
Oh yeah,
they find shovels and can't seem to find any anywhere.
Yeah, they came here after they bought out Johnny's shop down there, and they came up here and they. But we don't have no shovels here, unfortunately. I came down from the north, from Centrus, with the flotilla that came in, and they brought shovels, but they're helping islanders rebuild their homes. There was a storm that came through a little while back. I don't know, but we may have shovels in the future. Might be a couple weeks. I don't know, but we don't have any right now. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you. And I slide 100 gold pieces over to him.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for having everything I was.
Yes, and can I help anybody else with anything? I got a little of everything. Just no shovels.
The only other thing I ask for is, I have one question. I kind of want to keep it quiet.
What's your question? She whispers.
I am such a fan of this area. Trying to, and I can. Do you know where she usually goes? I want to.
Can you hang tight for a second, Rich? You're cutting in and out real quick. Can you repeat what you just said?
Sure. I said, well, I'm such a fan of the woman who runs this encampment. Love to meet her. Does she ever come into your store? I would love to be able to bump into her and meet this woman who I admire so much.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh.
She kind of looks at you up and down, and her eyes kind of bounce over to Scylla, and then to Shalla, and then to Jet, and then to the Shellkin.
My hood's up, by the way, so my face is not.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, she's been in once or twice. I can't say that I'm a fan. She's quite unpleasant and rude.
That's what I love about her.
What?
She doesn't take shit from anybody.
Are you talking about Maya or someone else?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Maya.
I was talking to the shopkeeper. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, we're talking about the same person. I'm just, ugh. She's no.
Well, what is the general consensus in the area? I'm just curious.
Well, I don't want to be disrespectful now. If she's a friend of yours, I don't want you to think that we don't like her.
I've never met the woman before.
You said you're a fan.
I'm curious as to why people would dislike her.
Listen, I don't want any trouble now. I just want to run my shop, okay? I don't want any trouble.
No trouble will come your way at all.
Well, no, I feel like I'm being set up here. I don't want to say anything bad about our Stormlord here.
Of course.
Oh, right. That's what title.
Yeah, vanity title.
I respect your loyalty.
Yes, and anybody else that's not Corvin wants to make me an insight check, you're more than welcome.
Sure.
Don't worry, I'm going to stop talking.
Oh, no, you're fine, dude.
I'd
You're
also
fine.
like to make a sleight of hand check.
Absolutely, Jet. Are you trying to just swipe some shit?
Nope. This is for somatic. Somatic components.
I gotcha.
Seeing if I can move fast enough to not make it look like
I gotcha.
I'll roll insight first.
Cool. 12 out of 13, not terrible. You guys are able to pick up pretty easily that she's quite worried that Corvin is associated with Maya and trying to get her to say something bad about her or something. So she's like full on into placating mode right now. She does not want any trouble with Maya.
Well, I do not want to impose or make you feel uncomfortable. Shop. Thank you for your visit. I will take you personally.
Thank you for your patronage. We really do appreciate it. If that's everything, I would say have a good day.
I'm gonna step outside, leaving them there.
Okay.
By the way,
I'm completely removed. I hear nothing that is going on.
I rolled an 18 for my sleight of hand check for that somatic component.
Oh yeah, you're probably good. Unless Shalla's gonna notice what you're doing, but
I'm not doing this to be threatening. I'm just it's the message cantrip again.
Oh yeah, you're fine, dude.
I'm just gonna say just very plainly. So just between you and me, you haven't seen anything suspicious regarding the storm. We'll say Maya. That's the woman's name, so I'm gonna use it.
Roll me a persuasion check as well, Chad.
Come on, big money. Big money. I have a proficient in it, so maybe I won't be fucking terrible.
Ooh.
Hey! That is a 23.
She looks over your head, Jet, out and like cranes her neck around to see if Corvin's out there still, and she whispers,
Oh no, this is telepathic.
She doesn't know how that works. She's like, there's a lot of suspicious stuff going on around here.
What?
Like all kinds of suspicious stuff going on around here. People are coming around. There's been actually my daughter Clara, she had a really nice necklace that she brought down from Centris with us. The guard stole it from her. And then there's another lady that lives up to the north of here, just a couple houses up along the northern wall. Not northern wall, southern wall, whatever. You get what I mean. They kidnapped her kids. They took her.
Maybe the Dango ate her baby.
No. They took them. They took them so that she would stay in line. She was leverage, extortion.
The very instant children are brought into the equation, Jet's eyes slit. Like, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, they try to keep it quiet, but they're running a hard line around here. We just try
I'm
to
gonna look around as well. And I'm gonna lean in. I'm going to explain how the message spell works, so this can stay strictly between us.
Okay.
Okay. Shalla, could you watch to make sure none of the guards come in?
Yes.
Okay.
Shalla, do you want to give me a perception check as Jet's talking to her? And Jet, you can go ahead.
Oh, I love you, Shalla.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, Shalla, you're confident that you guys are undetected right now.
Okay.
Unnoticed, let's put it that way. It's better.
Can I borrow, just out loud I'll say, can I borrow a quill and pen? I need to do some, I'm making a grocery list, so you say. Just very clearly trying to, like not look suspicious, even though I know there's no one here.
Her eyes dart around and she's like, yeah, I got that right here. Just 1 second. A little too loud of the voice. And she pulls out a quill, paper for a parchment.
Not even really looking, an unseen force plucks both out of her hands and puts it down on the table, and the quill begins moving by itself. Okay. And then through the message spell, I'm going to say, alright, I need a detailed description of what the necklace looks like.
It's a gold braided chain with a sapphire set into it, and in a kind of a, I don't know what the word for it is, but it's like a metal casting that looks vaguely like a little like a bear. I don't know if you have bears here, but it's an animal, and it's just a sapphire set in that, and it's on a braided chain. It's not valuable in any way other than a sentimental family heirloom, but.
Do you have a description of the man who took it? Specifically, which guard who took it?
Yeah, he's a little bigger than the rest, and he only has one eye. That's a big way to tell he's got an eye patch, and you can see a scar coming out the bottom of it a little bit. He's kind of got like shoulder length hair, big arms like her, like points to Scylla.
I guess at this point, since I don't need to use the message spell. I guess just so everybody else can be on the.
Yeah, she's fully been talking out loud every time she's been replying to you.
Okay, cool.
She's.
She does not, that's fine. I'll drop the pretense then. Okay. What check would I need to make to draw like an accurate like sketch of what this man possibly might look like? Like what's the Like someone who makes like
Like
wanted
a
posters.
yeah,
like an artist rendition.
sketch artist. Yeah.
Would that be sleight of hand?
I don't think it would be sleight of hand. I think it would be more along the lines of insight and performance. I think it would be a combination of the two. Is your idea to understand what she's saying, and then your idea to or your ability to reproduce it.
I won't bother then. It's gonna be crap. Okay, that's a good description of the guy. All right. What do the kids look like?
I have never seen them. They're like younger though. I don't know, 9, 10 years old. It's hard to tell when they're not your kids.
Could you give me the exact address of the person whose kids were stolen?
I mean, we don't really have addresses here. They haven't kind of gotten to that point yet. But
I just need to know where the woman lives.
along the northern wall, there are 3 houses set right north of the shop here, or right past this shop here. It's the middle one. It's hard to miss. Her name is Leilani. She's from here. She's an islander.
I look towards Shalla. Does that name ring any bells to you?
Would that name be familiar to Shalla?
I do not know. Roll me a history check. Let me find what I've got on her. Eight. No, you're not sure who she is, Shalla.
Okay. I'm gonna give a little shake of my head.
But she,
I think it goes without saying to tell you that we were never here.
Yeah. We can work with that.
Make sure to keep your window unlocked.
What? Are you
I'll have a package for you guys soon.
okay? If you ever need a place to stay, to lay low, you come here. I can help you.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Don't forget to say that Corvin isn't a bad.
Also, don't mind my friend outside. He's challenged a bit.
Hey,
Wait,
I said not a bad guy, not low IQ. Come on.
Well, you technically left the building, my friend.
her face actually goes white a little bit. And she's like, "Wait, are you with him? He was working with Maya."
No, we're working against Maya.
Oh, he just doesn't have a flair for conversation. I see.
He's doing his best.
Okay. Well, he can come back inside then. He doesn't have to wait outside like a ding-a-ling.
If it's all the same to you, Miss, I believe I have a house call to make about someone's kids.
I didn't tell you this, but I would greatly appreciate it.
I'm not going to say anything, and I'm going to walk out, and I'm immediately, with no regard for anything else, because I think we're still waiting, I'm going to head to that woman's house. If anyone wants to join me, they are welcome to. But Jet looks
I
pissed.
see
guys.
him walk out in a huff, and I go, "What? Okay, we're going this way," and I just follow you.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I think that is a fantastic time to call her game for the night, guys.
Yeah.
And we will pick up next time with hopefully Vargo back, and we will. We got some things to play with, some leads to pick up on. We got to do some scouting in the bar and check out.
We're very lucky that at this current juncture, Jet does not kill people anymore.
Hey, we'll see how long that lasts, right?
Hey, yeah. Oh, boy.
But yeah, guys,
That's
great game.
one of the worst ways to get on his bad side is to anything to do with kids.
Heck yeah. And hey, if you're sticking around with us to this point in the video, hey, consider joining us on Patreon. We've got awesome behind-the-scenes content and all kinds of other goodies.